And so one thing that cannot be denied is that action is what this government prides itself on. In fact, the Home Minister entered Parliament with a folder. Photographs of the document in the folder showed that the government has its plans firmly in place, complete with the timeline and action points. Look at this. An address by the Prime Minister on 7th of August, it says, remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has not spoken on the matter as yet. Amit Shah has been the man to front this effort. But according to this document, an address on 7th of August can be expected from the Indian Prime Minister. And so international reactions have begun pouring in on India's repeal of special status to Jammu and Kashmir. The United States and the United Nations said that they're keeping a close watch on the current situation in the region. The United States State Department called on all parties to maintain peace and stability along the line of control, or the LOC. Speaking along the same lines, the UN also urged India and Pakistan to exercise restraint.
We urge all parties to exercise restraint. I would add, as I've already said to some of you by email, that over the past few days, the UN Military Observer Group in India and Pakistan, otherwise known as UNMOGIP, has observed and reported an increase in military activity along the line of control.
And so what was considered impossible, both politically and legally, has finally become a reality through legislative action. BJP revoked Article 370 and 35A despite a massive showdown with the opposition in Parliament. The decision to revoke Article 370 was not sudden. Abrogation of Article 370 was part of the BJP's 100-day agenda. The idea was to make use of the powerful mandate the party got in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections and to deliver what the party has been promising for decades. The call to abrogate 370 was first given by the founding father of Jansangh, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, who very famously once said, "Ek desh mein do vidhan, do pradhan aur do samvidhan nahi ho sakte." Shyama Prasad Mukherjee was part of Nehru's cabinet. He quit over his difference with Nehru on Kashmir. This demand remained central to RSS and subsequently BJP, which succeeded Jansangh in the 1980s. So it would be unfair to say that abrogation of 370 is a knee-jerk policy decision. The decision is rooted in the philosophy of RSS and BJP and goes back to the year 1952. The Modi-Shah duo made full preparations before implementing the decision. The decision, in principle, was taken right after the elections, but the intent of the government became visible in July when security measures started to fall in place. The opposition sensed the issue but could not put its finger on the decision which the government may take. The Modi-Shah team kept their cards close to their chest. The entire opposition knew that the ruling dispensation would take some crucial decision regarding Kashmir, but the centre decided to keep silent on the issue. It even issued denials to ensure that peace is not disturbed in the valley. It is being argued that consensus should have been built around the issue before being introduced in the Parliament, but WION sees it differently. So could consensus be built on a revolutionary decision like this one? Would the opposition have allowed peaceful implementation of the decision? Would political dynasties in Jammu and Kashmir have cooperated on this issue? And so the decision was announced in the Parliament on Monday.
राष्ट्रपति संसद की सिफारिश पर यह घोषणा करते हैं कि यह दिनांक जिस दिन भारत के राष्ट्रपति द्वारा इस घोषणा पर हस्ताक्षर किए जाएंगे और इसे सरकारी गैजेट में प्रकाशित किया जाएगा, उस दिन से अनुच्छेद 370 के सभी खंड लागू नहीं होंगे, सिवाय खंड 1 के नामक तदनुसार पढ़ा जाएगा.
The reaction was on expected lines. The Congress was first to protest. PDP MPs reportedly tried to tear up the Constitution of India and had to be moved out of the House.
आज बीजेपी ने इसी संविधान का मर्डर भी किया.
As one of the honourable members said, you have corrected, quote unquote, a so-called injustice of history. You are wrong, and history will prove you to be wrong, and future generations will realize what a grave mistake this House is making today.
The decision to abrogate Article 370 will have a massive impact on Indian politics. The decision reinforces the image of Modi as a politician who works against status quo in politics. Whether it is demonetization or use of air force against Pakistan during Balakot operation, Modi has many firsts on his portfolio. This decision will also allow Modi to harness the power of positive nationalism both electorally and politically. This is not a victory of Hindu majoritarianism. Now, Kashmir is home to many religions like Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs and Buddhists. It has regions like Ladakh, Batalik, Turtuk, Kargil and Jammu. Now, their aspirations too need to be accommodated. Every issue of the region cannot be seen from the prism of Valley. The only challenge which BJP will be facing is law and order in the Valley. Since every political party of any weight has come together, popular reaction can take a violent turn. It is this mountain that BJP will need to climb. It will need to reassure the people that Article 370 did not empower them, and its absence will not impact their life or fundamental rights in the Valley and the country.